Hey guys, it's your boy Mo. Listen, I want to start this video out by saying I hope everybody's family is safe. I hope everybody's doing great, and I hope everybody's doing their part to practice safe social distancing, washing your hands for 20 seconds, wearing a mask when you go outside, not just to protect yourself, but to protect others around you. And if you're gonna sanitize a surface, spray it down with the sanitizer, leave it on for at least 20 minutes, and then wipe the sanitizer off to get a clean surface. Now, that being said, I wanted to have a quick video with you guys because I've been thinking about all of the things that inspire me. And to do this channel, something had to come over me to really just take me to that point where I wanted to get my voice out there, and I wanted, people to either like me, dislike me, but at least I wanted to get something out there. My daughter inspires me to no end. My daughter is 12, and she inspires me, and she shows me the goodness that is out there. Because if you look at children, children are innocent, but children have a unbelievable knack to believe that they can accomplish anything. There's nothing that they cannot do. They have so much determination, and they have faith in themselves. They believe in themselves even when we don't. They are able to make things out of nothing, and they'll come up with some of the funniest things that you've ever seen or heard. My daughter, she writes stories. She's written a play when she was like 7 years old. Unbelievable, but she did it, and she narrated it, did all the characters' voices by herself. So she inspires me to be the best me that I can be. She and her friends, I look at her friends, and her friends, they all inspire each other to be the best that they can be. They'll do donations for homeless or for Vietnam, not just Vietnam, but veterans that are homeless, for dogs that are in shelters. And they will go out and they will have a lemonade stand, and they will sit back and try to flag down every car or every bicycler that's riding by, and they will do their best to raise funds and then go deliver those funds to these organizations that need them. So when I think of our kids, what do I think of? Every kid has a talent, a skill. We just have to, believe in them so that we can expose them to as many things as possible so that they can find what that talent or skill is. Because if we don't expose them to other things that are out there, they will never know that they exist. And when they find them, it might be too late because they may be stuck doing something else. But every kid has a talent. Every kid has a skill. What is your talent? What's your skill? Let's find it. Now, parents, I think that if we could be as enthusiastic as our kids are, guess what? We can find greatness in ourselves. We can find the things that we may not even know exist inside ourselves to thrive and to be just better individuals, better parents, finding a new venture that we didn't think that we were capable of going out and getting involved in and being successful. And the one thing that we all have to remember is that, we look at your kids. If your kids fail at something, guess what? They don't stop because they weren't able to achieve it. They just keep going. They fall down, they get back up. They fall down, they get back up. But as adults, we have the tendency to fall down one too many times and feel like we can't get up. So we get stuck. But if we take that, being stuck, and accept that failure is the greatest blessing that you can have, because failure leads to success. Everyone that is successful has failed at whatever venture, endeavor that they have put themselves in, that have been involved with. Everybody has failed. There's nobody that hasn't failed. But success is bred by failure. So failure can be your greatest tool, your greatest asset. if we allow ourselves not to listen to outside voices and factors that tell us you're not smart enough, you're not business minded enough, you're not talented enough, you not someone telling you what you're not, that may be that person's insecurity with themselves. So the fear of you succeeding makes them insecure. So the only way that they can satisfy their insecurities are to put you down or to tell you what you're not capable of doing. But I'm here to tell you that you are one of the greatest gifts that life has ever seen. You individually, everyone individually is the greatest gift that life has ever given. Your parents have ever given you life. That's a gift. So you can do whatever you want to do. You just have to believe in yourself enough to go out there and do it. Hell, don't worry about falling down. You fell down as a child. You know, think about it. You didn't come out of the womb and learn to crawl immediately. You laid down and you wiggled around, but you didn't figure it out. You didn't take your first step and, hey, it was a success. The first time I stood, balanced, and walked, I was able to do it. No, I wasn't. Wasn't able to run, but guess what? You fell down, you got back up. You were determined. So that fighting inspiration that you've always had inside, that maybe you've locked up because you've allowed other people to tell you what you are capable of and not capable of doing, you know, unlock it, take it out. Let's try something new. You know, to do something, it starts with you, right? You have to believe in you. I don't care if people think that you're not capable, you're not smart enough, you're not business minded enough. It all starts with the person that stands in front of the mirror and sees the reflection when they look into the mirror. You. So your greatness is there. Your greatness is there. You just have to not be afraid to allow yourself to fail. Guess what? Failing becomes the blueprint. Because think about this real fast. If you started a business from scratch and that business became successful after a few years, but you struggled in the beginning, you had hard times, money issues, people didn't believe in you or your services, but you stayed with it and you built the business up to now it is successful and people are recommending you to do services for them. And then all of a sudden, you lose everything. Guess what? You have the blueprint to get everything that you lost back. Why? Because you failed, built it, so you know the process to go back and do it again. You can create success again. But that's because you failed at something until it was successful. Once it became successful, guess what? You don't think about past thoughts about not being able to do it, not being good enough to do it. What do you think about? You think about how I can do bigger, better things. So now you're not intimidated by trying something different, by trying a bigger venture. You're not afraid. Why? Because you found that comfort zone and you know where success lies. It lies inside each and every one of us. We just have to be smart enough and brave enough to open the box and let it out. Now, I said I wasn't going to make it a long video. This is about 10 minutes. If you guys like what I have to say, guess what? I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate the fact that someone took the time out to listen to some of the things that I have to say. I hope that this message finds its way to somebody out there that maybe didn't think they were capable of doing something to become successful today, and maybe thought that the deck was stacked against them, that they're not good enough, that they're, weren't brought up in the right environment, economically, socially. They came from the wrong side of the tracks. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, but it does make a difference where you end up. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better, your better is best, and you're the best person you can be. God bless you. I love you all. If you like what I have to say, subscribe. If you don't, leave a comment. And I do appreciate your time. Thank you.